them originally when they were built? Storage, exactly. This entire area, built at the very beginning of the 19th century as a warehouse district. And the reason why it's here is because just over there, where the bus is parked at the moment, this is where the original commercial port of Riga is located. So the port is there, obviously makes sense to have all the warehouses right there. However, what happens is at the very beginning of the 20th century, so a bit more than 100 years ago, the port that used to be there gets moved about 15 kilometers that way, say to be closer to the sea, and we can build all these bridges across the river. So basically the port gets moved from there to there. And as you guys can probably imagine, if you build the port, what happens is that all of these warehouses almost immediately become port. There's no more port, there's nothing to put inside the warehouses, they become abandoned. And as a result of that, this whole area, now throughout the course of really the entire 20th century, slowly, let's say, degenerates in one of the worst parts of the city. Now, as I said, these warehouses become abandoned. Now, a lot of homeless people started to be here. This entire area was very famous for its high crime rate, its huge amount of alcoholics. Because of that, the price of real estate goes down dramatically. A lot of students move in. The amount of alcoholics increases even further. So even very recently, this was not a great place to be. Now, if I'd have brought you guys here like 15, 20 years ago, you would have probably lost your wallet, like a kid or something like that. Or lost your job, and things would not have worked well. However, I think you will agree that looking at it today, it's pretty fresh. It's pretty nice. Most of it is renovated. You got stage there, children's playground. My question to you guys, any ideas? For 100 years, nothing was done, zero money, all of this money. Then about 15 years ago, suddenly all of this money floods in here, everything starts becoming renovated. What happened? European Union, a lot of energy for the European Union. Exactly, the European Union happens. And as you guys know, one of the objectives of the EU is to kind of equalize the quality of life among the member states. So what that means is a lot of the wealthy countries give a lot of money to some of the not so wealthy countries to do stuff like this. You know, renovate parts of the city, renovate highways. This is almost entirely European money. So for those of you guys who are from Germany or from the UK, now you know where your money is going. Thank you very much for that on behalf of Latvia. Thank you very much. So, this will be, let's say, the very visible benefit of Latvia having joined the EU. However, I also want to talk for a second about probably the biggest downside in the case of Latvia of having joined the EU. Any ideas what that might be? Something not good that happened to us because we joined.
We got the euro and everything became expensive.
So a lot of things. So the euro, things did get a bit more expensive. That's true. Salaries also rose a little bit. So it has become, on average, a bit more expensive, but I would say there's a bigger problem. Now, the euro, not the worst thing that has happened to us. Any other things? I would actually argue that the euro has been quite a successful transition. I think the most important thing is that it makes the Latvian economy somewhat safer. Because Latvian economy is quite volatile because it's a small country, and if it's like bound together with the rest of Europe, actually somewhat safer. Also facilitates tourism, so I think the euro is actually quite a correct decision. Anything else? Thank you so much. Team Poland, that is something you know all about. Exactly. So, people leaving Latvia in massive, massive numbers. So, you can easily imagine, we joined the European Union, anyone can go to work wherever they want. And in the case of Latvia, that meant thousands and thousands and thousands of young people leaving the country to try and find jobs in places like the UK, or like Germany. Salaries are a lot higher there, makes a lot of economic sense. Now, in terms of numbers, in the past 15 years, the population of Latvia has decreased by about 400,000. From about 2.3 million to about 1.9 million at the moment. That is a decrease of about 15% in as many years, which is a completely crazy number. And mostly, as I said, it is young people leaving, older people staying. So as a result of that, the population of Latvia is not just decreasing, but also aging very, very rapidly. And as you guys can imagine, with such a huge part of the workforce gone, even such basic things like paying out pensions becomes pretty problematic. Now, what you can do is you can either dramatically increase the taxes on the working people, but that's not a very good idea. That's another reason why they might want to leave the country. Or what you can do, which is what we've done every couple of years, just cut the pensions of the older people to the point where pensions in Latvia are among the lowest in the European Union. The average pension right now, about 320 euros per month. So not exactly fantastic. Now, the Latvian government has tried several let's say, schemes to get these young people back to Latvia, however, with very little results. So in recent years, we've tried two things. Now, idea number one was trying to incentivize young people to come back by offering them very favorable mortgage loan conditions for property here in Latvia. Now, so basically, if you're a Latvian guy living in Germany, the government will try and incentivize you by offering you very low interest rate payments on property here in Latvia in the hopes that you would buy property and resettle here. Sounds kind of nice, but I think you guys can quite easily understand that in most cases, that was just not enough. Yeah, if you can earn double or sometimes literally triple your salary in Germany, the fact that you're going to have 2% less interest on your mortgage payment is not going to be enough to tip the scales. The other idea that we tried was offering Latvian professionals relatively well-paying positions in their field of expertise in the Latvian government. Now, so for example, if you're like a Latvian guy working in finance in London, the government would try and find a position for you in the Ministry of Economics, something like that. Sounds kind of okay, but again, the obvious problem is how many reasonably well-paid places are there in the Latvian government? The answer is not a lot. So we got a couple hundred people back, and then a couple hundred people left the next day to go pick strawberries in Ireland or go do some construction work in Germany or something like that. Point is, it didn't really solve the problem. Now, this is still something that is very much continuing. Now, the population of Latvia is still decreasing, and not quite as fast as when we initially joined, but the trend is still for the decline. And the current estimates say that if the rate of people leaving stays the same, in about 150 years, there's going to be basically nobody left here. So yeah, positive stuff. So, any questions on any of this?
And what are they using for?
So this entire area, it's still a bit of a work in progress, but it's gonna be like an entertainment and culture and arts area. One of these is already a functioning concert hall, one of them is gonna be an independent theater, and also office space. So yeah, concert hall, theater, office space, not residential. So, cool. Anything else?
Where are most of them living, in which country?
So as I said, Germany and the UK are the two big ones. So yeah, because of that, also, like for a lot of Europe, Brexit is a very relevant thing for us. Are these people going to be forced to come back? Are they going to be forced to leave the country? If so, will they come back, or will they just go to Germany or France or some other place? So yeah, we will see how all of that plays out.
How do taxes work for people leaving Latvia? Does the Latvian government get taxes on their salary
No.
still?
No, I mean obviously you pay income tax where you work.
Okay.
So yeah, you do not pay any kind of income-related tax back to Latvia. Some of the money does end up back in the Latvian economy via remittances. They also just send money here, but in terms of taxation, obviously not. Sorry. Cool. Anything else? Slightly depressing vibe, no? Excuse me? Okay.
I mean, there seem to be many young people around. It's probably mostly tourists. I was wondering if the government is trying to push the university of Riga has or something like that. Because, I mean, seen from outside, your prices here are still relatively low. I live in Munich, I know how bad things can be. So, and that would be something to advertise maybe. Young people coming here to study always have a certain likelihood of getting stuck, although that's never the plan initially, but things happen. So
Okay, so there's a lot there's a lot to unpack there. Let's start with the observation. There's a lot of young people here. Two responses to that. Number one, the situation in Riga is not fully representative of the situation in the country as a whole. Now, so in Riga, the population decline has happened, but not nearly to the same extent. You feel it a lot more in the countrysides. Second thing, presumably you've spent time mostly in like the central area, and you are right that you are likely seeing quite a few tourists as well. So that's in terms of the observation. Second thing, like, should we focus on pushing the Latvian university as something really great? That's a nice plan, but how do you go about that specifically? Now, how would you attract these world-level, lecturers to come here? How do you stop, students from going to much better free universities in places like Germany, in places like the Netherlands? It's not such a thing that you can really do overnight. Really raise the level of the university so dramatically. Because at the moment, universities in Latvia, they're quite available, but they are not great, generally speaking. If we look at like university rankings, no Latvian university is even in the top 800 in the world. So it's a long ways to go, and at least I couldn't figure out a way how to do that in a relatively short time span. We do get some foreign students, but in the vast majority of cases, they study here and then go back to where they came from. So they don't choose to do their careers here. So, yeah. that's another big aspect of it, is that a lot of people study here, but then just choose to leave. And how do you really preclude them from